welcome to the show. Another great edition of Bring It in the House podcast show. I'm your host, Millie Mills, and this is the podcast show that spotlights musicians, entertainers, artists, and leaders. And of course, we have a great, she's a leader in the community and she entertains as well. Let's give it up for, she's founder of Virtuous Connections and she's owner and operator of Virtuous Styles by Q, Miss Aquita Gaddis.
Hi,
Hi, welcome back. It's so good to see you again.
thanks for having me again.
You are very welcome. A lady of many hats doing great things all over. But before we get started, we like to give a shout out to your native town.
My native town, New Orleans, Louisiana. But I'm from a small part called Marrero, Louisiana, Lancashire.
Yes, yes. And what was the high school again?
I went to John Eric High School class of 2002,
2002. Yay. What's the mascot over there?
the Patriots.
The Patriots. Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Well, shout out to your town. Again, like I said, it's great to have you here. Since you were here last year, you've done a lot more. I'm telling you, Laquita, what can we, I mean, you are founder of I think we touched on this last time, Dove's Ministry, the dance ministry.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. And that's a wonderful ministry within itself. And then you're the founder of Virtuous Connections, and it's a lot of I guess branches underneath it, right? It's a lot comes with that, and it's a nonprofit organization in Austin, Texas. So tell us a little bit more about that before we venture out into more areas under your umbrella.
Okay, so my virtuous connection, basically, the idea came from my clients from behind the chair. I mean, I'm listening to women. I have women from your everyday stay-home mom to your business professional, attorneys, lawyers, doctors, you name it, they come sit up with you. And so, one thing I noticed from talking to every woman, and this was before the pandemic, was the fact that we all need a sense of community. We all need something to belong to. We want, to be loved and appreciated, and we
Of
needed
course.
community. So here in Austin, there's a lack of community and support, and so Virtuous Connections came from that. And so what I decided to do is to bring all those backgrounds together so that we can build off of one another, we can grow from each other, we can glean. And so the focus is on wellness. Mental health is a huge component of it. Spiritual guidance, leading, and it's just to help for all backgrounds. It don't matter what you do in your life. We all have to believe in something. I'm not saying you got to believe in my God and believe in Jesus, but we
Exactly.
all have to agree that there's something outside of ourselves that brings us
Yes.
together and that helps keep us sane. And then, coming out of the pandemic, we was like zombies for a whole minute. So now coming back to the reality of what is or what's going to be moving forward and picking up the pieces from the pandemic, that's where the virtuous connection came in. So, we do, I try to do once a year. Uh, Hopefully I can do it more now. But do conferences and stuff that's centered around these things that help build up women. And it's not just for women, it's for men because we can get something out of it too. If you got a wife, you got daughters, you need to know how to pour into them and help them, get past whatever they're going through.
Yes. And is there like an age, category for, to become a part of Virtuous Connections?
Actually, no. I mean, my passion is dealing with young people and youth. And so I feel like, how can, we effectively help the youth if we can't get our own stuff together? So, us as that adult, we have to get ourselves prepared to be able to deal with the struggles of the everyday youth in our communities.
And that is so true. And this is so needed. This is such a great nonprofit organization. And this was birthed, would you say it was birthed out of the pandemic pretty much?
In the salon, talking to everybody, because, we were all on the edge. And it was just
Uh-huh.
like, I want to do something. And so, I just figured it out. And I mean, truth be said, virtuous is just a certain level of excellence. And
That's
everything I
right.
want to do, whether it's for Christ or whether it's just in everyday living, is in excellence. And so, virtuous is just the name that just sticks with me with everything.
Yes. I like that. That's great marketing, to have that attached to everything that you do. I love that. Let's back up a bit. So those are just, joining us. Okay, not only have you, birthed the Virtuous Connections, but it all started through the pandemic while you were doing your hair, doing styling hair at Virtual Styles by Q, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And you are owner and operator.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow. How long have you had Virtuous Styles by Q?
I am in my 7th year in business for myself. I started working at another salon, is where I started branching myself out and creating my niche and getting everything together. And then I just kind of stepped out. So completely 8 years, which represents the number of new beginnings.
Yes, it does. It does. And what all kind of styles do you offer at Virtuous Styles by Q?
My specialty is always natural hair, healthy hair. Something I also noticed from a lot of the new clients that are coming in from the pandemic and I'm dealing with a lot of hair loss, and so educating them about medication and what's causing the hair loss and stuff like that. I have a dermatologist that's close by, and we kind of refer clients back and forth. So I'm just always networking.
That's amazing. So you do the silk press styles and things like that too?
Yes, ma'am. That's like my signature.
Yes.
Silk press, a roller set, just natural hair. It doesn't matter if you're relaxed or if you're just kinky curly, whatever. That's just my specialty. I can get
That's
you to
your
go from the kinky as the kink to the straight as the straight. And we ain't talking about people relax on me.
Yeah, just all keeping the natural hair healthy. I get it.
Yes.
I get it. So do you ever do braids? Do you offer braids?
A little bit, mainly when it comes down to braiding, I'm braiding and doing sew-ins or crochet. As far as individual braids, that's not my niche. I mean,
Right.
my thing is work smarter, not hard.
Yes,
So
that's
I like
right.
people that braid.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. And I like how you mentioned that you've been in business doing hair for 8 years, and the number 8 is of new beginnings. And speaking of new beginnings, you recently added another branch to your business, Virtuous Connections, a
Yes.
travel agency. Please tell
Yeah.
us about that.
Okay, so for the last 2 years, since middle of the pandemic up to now, I've been traveling. And so I got tired of trying to find something to coincide with what I do in the hair salon. Of course, if you go try to work somewhere else, they want to use up your time. And I'm like, nah, I still want to be free to travel and do all the stuff that I'm doing. And I can't be tied down to a job, but I want to make some passive income.
Hmm.
And so, I started doing my research and looking around. And my best friend, Dawn Jones, she actually mentioned it to me. And so, me being the person I am, I'm like, let me go do some research. And so I went and did some research and kind of just took off from there. Everything happened by faith. I went to her birthday party. I met Miss Cheryl Henderson. And she was like, I'm a travel agent. And she put a card in my hand. She's like, call me. I was like, okay, no problem. But at the end of the day, I mean, I'm not a person, somebody else that already told me about it, I'm gonna follow the steps so that we both can benefit from it. And so because of me following the steps, that helped me open up my own travel agent business. And so I'm super excited. And actually, my oldest daughter is my first business partner, and she works under me. So I'm able to teach her about entrepreneurship.
Oh my goodness. And that is so that now that's what you call keeping it in the family, which is so important. That's rich right there because I mean, it's nothing wrong with bringing others in. There's nothing wrong with that, but when you can pass down that generational wealth, those blessings,
Yes,
that's beautiful. Wow.
yes, Lord.
And
And
how does she feel about it? Is she just as excited?
She's nervous, but she decided to create her alter ego. So she's going to have her business name and ego, and then she can be just herself when she's not functioning and operating business. But um, I told her she's 21, sky's the limit on where you can go at. And my vision for my house and my kids is that my kids won't have to look past their own front door to see a success story. And so every day I'm trying to put before them, there's nothing wrong with working a 9 to 5, but your ultimate goal in life is to be your own boss and do what it is that you're passionate about. And if you're passionate about it, you're gonna make the money eventually. And literally everything that I've been passionate about now is income. Hair,
Here.
dancing, income. Traveling, income.
Which leads me to my next question. I was going to ask you, but you kind of answered it. I was going to ask you what led you to become a travel agent. If you want to
Well,
elaborate more.
okay, so this is me, and I'm just gonna be me, and I'm be honest.
Uh huh.
So it just makes sense because at the end of the day, I'm already traveling, so that means somebody got to get paid. So why not be me?
Yes.
So I'm like, I'm paying somebody else to do everything that I want to do anyway. And so now I have a platform and an opportunity where I can not only can travel, I get discounts and I get to pay myself. It just makes
It
sense.
just makes sense. It really does. It makes sense. Wow. Yeah. You.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, my thing is why reinvent the wheel? Somebody else is already getting
When
paid
it's
for it.
already there. Yeah.
And not only that, but it puts me in a position to be able to help other people, to give them another opportunity to do something. Like I said, this is passive income. This is with me not even thinking about that I'm making. So whether I'm doing the business for myself or I'm helping somebody else, because I was already helping people find flights, doing this, doing that. And then on top of that, when you add in, like I said, I've been traveling for the last 2 years. So I've been traveling ministering and dance in different cities. And then
Mm-hmm.
last year I got to do the Hawaiian dance.
Yeah.
So it just made more sense. I'm like,
Yeah.
spending all this money on myself to travel, let me do the same thing, but then get some money back in return
In
and then claim
return.
it on my taxes next year.
That's right. That was it ROI, that rate of return. That's what's
Yeah,
so important. And you're managing your time, you're managing your finances, everything. Like you said, it just makes sense.
it
You
does.
know, yeah. So everything is condensed, and that's what you want. You don't want to spread yourself too thin. Like you say, you want to work smart, not hard. So
Yes,
yeah,
and I get to share this with my kids. So
yeah.
I get
That's
to
so
take them
good.
on some really nice trips.
Mm-hmm.
I get to take me a lot of me moments. Look here, self care is important.
Yes.
I understand how important it is, but not self care. Look here, I learned how to unlock and just relax. And I'm
That's
like,
right.
this is just perfect for me.
Yes. Oh, that is so good. That is so good. And someone from LinkedIn just shared a link to Eventbrite. It's money making. Is that part of yours? Your
Yeah,
event? Okay. Yeah. It says money making May, the new business partner reception ticket. So she put that in there. So,
yeah,
and she also says pay yourself for what you're doing anyway, which is what you
yeah,
just said. Yes. Thank you so
yeah.
much for that. Yes. I can't see her name. I'm not sure exactly. I would need to be on my LinkedIn page to see exactly who commented, but
I
I'm sure
think
it's
it's either Miss Cheryl Henderson or Lynn Brown, because I know both of them are on here.
all right.
These are both of my speakers tomorrow.
Okay, look at that. You are really coming out of the gate strong, and that's so
Yeah,
important.
I
Yes.
love that how they say, you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. And
Mhm.
so, I mean, I haven't been in this business a month yet. And I mean, from day one when I signed up, they've been on it, shooting me information. Go do this, get on this call. I'm like, wait, hold up. I gotta adjust my life first. But I mean, it's been amazing. And like I said, it haven't even much been a month, and I'm just like full throttle, like let's go. Like I mean, it's
Wow.
perfect. So in July, I have a destination wedding that I'm going to do. And so the destination wedding, I've been knowing about this wedding for a few months now. But since I got this business now, I
Mm-hmm.
was able to go and book the other half of my trip and get paid for it. So I'm getting paid twice in 1 week to go do the hair for the wedding and to go sit out on the beach and do nothing.
Ooh. And you killing, well, they say killing two birds with one stone.
Not for self
Yeah.
care.
Yes, that's self care. There it is. That's what's up. We are so proud of you. So, give us a little bit more details about the travel agency. So, what do you look for, like in a vacation package, for your clients?
Okay, basically, I can customize packages based off of what you want, and we're talking cruises, Disney, um, resorts, you name it. I have access to it, and if I don't have access to it, somebody on this team gonna give me access to what it is that I need to make sure I'm able to find a trip that's affordable and exactly what the customer wants. And I mean, I noticed that right now my target audience by default is starting to be the retired seniors and stuff like that. So, I mean, because I've seen where people took trips and they done been with certain travel agents and they basically took full advantage of it. And so my thing is, I want to make sure that people are getting what they want at the price that they need to get it at. Because, like I said, this is passive income for me. So I ain't trying to bank off of travel because I already got a 6-figure job and I
Yes.
work for myself. So now I'm like, okay, let me work for myself some more. You know what I'm saying? And so, like I said, I'm really into it to just help people, to
Yes.
enjoy life. If the pandemic didn't teach us nothing else, life is short. And you should live every day like it
Like you
could be
said,
your last.
last.
You want to
Yes.
enjoy everything that life has to offer because tomorrow ain't promised to absolutely anybody.
No,
And
it's
so
not.
this is my way of just creating memories and helping other people create memories from here on out. I don't know. I turned 40 last month, and ever since I turned 40, all I want to do is just enjoy life and make money.
Yep, I do understand. Yeah, because life can be challenging. Well, it's what you make it. So the approach that you have is a great approach, and I love it. I love it. I was going to ask you, what's your biggest motivation to succeed as a travel agent?
Mm, my biggest motivation is always my kids.
Your
Like I
kids.
said, I don't want them to have to look past their own front door to see a success story. I mean, I know they got the Jay Z's and the Beyonces and all them out there, but at the end of the day, I want them to see an everyday Joe. They done seen the struggle, they done seen the setback, they done seen this. So now I want them to see the positive side and see how their mind constantly evolves. And not only am I evolving, but I'm constantly bringing other people up with me. And so, if God has me here in a position as a platform so that other people can get to their next, just to motivate people to get to next. Who's to say everybody's platform is here or traveling or whatever? But at the end of the day, help people find their purpose. And once you learn and find your purpose, the money gonna come no matter what. I mean, your
Yes.
first motivation should be all about money. The first motivation is finding your passion and your purpose. And once you find your passion and purpose, the money's going to come no matter what. Learning how to build your character. Because we have a lot of people that are in places and position and they got character flaws. I mean, got a brilliant idea, a brilliant business concept, but they don't know how to treat people. They don't know how to talk to nobody. They want to treat people like they're beneath them. And so, my thing is, I'm a everyday girl. I ain't from the project, but I do have some little hoodish tendencies. But at the end of the day, if God can lift me up and do what He do, and for me to be encouraging to the next person to do something great, then so let it be. I did my job.
That's right. That is so true. I like that. I love your attitude, and I know this is really going to go further, so much further. So, if someone wanted to get in on this great blessing here, how do they get in? Q.
Okay, so you got like three opportunities. So, of course, tomorrow I have my business launch, and I'm super excited about it. We're going to have some door prizes, some giveaways, and there's some people coming that got hooked up with stuff I don't have yet. Yes, that will be it. So that's your first opportunity tomorrow, but it won't be the last. So we'll have more of these coming up throughout the year for you to invite other people. Another opportunity would be you can go on my website. I have two of them. I have my Planet Network, which is my business website. That's the website that talks about the business. Uh, that one is the salon website. But
Okay.
if you want to get your hair done, you see that one.
Okay. Ooh, ooh,
But my business, planetnetwork.com, is under Virtuous Enterprises. So I also have
okay.
my LLC, which is umbrella all these businesses together. And so you can go on my Planet Network website and read and scroll down and hit, um, what is it? Enroll now. So that's one. And then I also have my IntelliTravel website, which you can actually just go in there and self-serve if you just want vacation. I mean, personally, I put everybody in three categories: potential business partners, potential customers, and seat fillers. Now, all three are very important. I'm telling you now, they all three. Because the seat fillers, they're going to go back and tell somebody else about what happened.
Yeah.
So everybody gets to win.
Everybody gets to win. I love it. I love it. And then on top of that, you have another event coming up. Now, is this tied to your
Okay,
plan?
so that one is a port opportunity. So every Wednesday night we have Wine Down Wednesday. That's when you bring your favorite drink and you have someone who's gonna tell about the business presentation. So those that can't make it tomorrow, they can always get on Wine Down Wednesday to find out more about the business, ask questions, and kind of go from there. And then they can reach back out to me to get them situated and started into the business.
All right. I like that. So tell us, okay, what do you consider most important in the travel business? Is it the price, the product, the communication?
All of the above.
All of the above. Yeah, that is
Because for
true.
the right price and communication and location, amazing. I mean, think about it. So I'm from the South,
Mm-hmm.
from Louisiana. For the longest, I never traveled outside of the South. So I wouldn't know what the rest of the world had to offer until somebody come along and tell me, look here, you can go here for this price and you can get this and you can get that. So I'm sold because you just gave me everything I want to get out of my little comfort zone, to go see something different, and it falls in my budget.
There you have it. There you have it. You make it sound so simple. I mean, and
It is.
yeah.
It is simple. I mean, think about it.
Okay.
You're getting paid for what you're already doing.
What you already do.
I mean, for those that are in ministry, this is like a win-win. If you are already traveling at least 4 times a year, that's once every quarter, give or take. So 4 times a year, that's every time the season changes. And you go into a conference. Most conference lasts anywhere between 2 to 5 days. So if you only get paid only off yourself to go to that conference, that leadership training, that this, that, or better yet, for those of y'all that follow TD Jakes and all the stuff that he got going on,
Mm-hmm.
hey, you just made some money. And that was just off of yourself.
Wow.
And I mean, then think about it. You duplicate. And then you go find somebody else and be like, hey, ain't you going to the same conference I'm going to? And they be like, yeah, so is so and so. You just made a whole bunch of money without even trying. Or advertising.
Yeah. And that's so important because it can cost a ton to advertise. Yeah. So you got to be smart. You got to be smart with it.
Work smarter, not harder.
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes. I want to make sure we got that website. That's so that everybody can see it.
Okay, so my website is www.planetnetworkmarketing.com
Planet
forward
Network Marketing.
slash virtuous Q enterprise.
Okay.
Enterprise.
Okay. Virtuous Q Enterprise.
And
Yay.
that's the business side. And then my other one is Aquetta Gaddis.
I probably
Forward
missed some of that. We probably gonna have to repeat that other one again just to make sure I got it all in there. So you got www.planet.com
forward
forward
slash
slash
virtuous Q enterprise.
enterprise. Yeah. Yeah, I
And
got that.
then we got the IntelliTravel, which is Aquetta Gaddis dot IntelliTravel.com.
Okay. Gaddis. Dot Intella.
Travel.com.
Okay. So you let me know if I got all of that right. I probably didn't. Let me see. The Intella probably spelled wrong, right?
Yeah, put an E after the L
Okay. Okay. Go back.
and take the
Oops.
S off travels.
Okay. What happened to it? Oh, there it is. I just need to take the S off travels.
And add an
And
E.
then the E after. Okay. There we go. Booyah. We got it. Now let me pop it on the screen, guys. There it is.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And
That's how
that's
you.
self-service. So y'all can go there day and night and just look at different trips and packages they have. You can book flights, hotels, cars. That website, you can pretty much self-serve and do whatever it is you want to do without me. But then you can call me back and be like, can you give me a better deal than this?
Yeah.
And it
So,
has all my contact information on it.
Aquita, you've been so successful with it. I mean, can you just tell someone what's the key behind it?
Um, Passion. I feel
Passion.
like this: if you do what you love, you'll do it whether you make money or you're not making money. I mean,
Yes.
it's just plain and simple. I mean, like I said, I'm passionate about helping other people. I'm passionate about ministry. I'm passionate about healthy hair. I'm passionate about enjoying beautiful sceneries and balling on a budget.
Well,
That's
that's me.
my budget, baby. So I
Yes.
can have all the bells and whistles like the rich folks, but not pay the rich folks' price, if you know what I mean.
Exactly. I know exactly what you mean. I love beautiful sceneries and
Yeah.
I love to ball on a budget. Thank you so much, Robert, for he's watching. Robert Claiborne is watching, and then Josh Lynn Brown. She said yes with a heart. She's watching on LinkedIn. We
Yeah.
really appreciate it. And you had mentioned too that you may have a giveaway, Aquila.
Yes, we gonna have some giveaway. I don't know what it is, but Miss Lynn Brown know what it is. So I'm
Okay.
gonna keep going there. I mean, it could be a free cruise. It could be a
Ooh.
nice stay at a hotel. I don't know.
Yes, please call us. You know, we're not able to answer the phone right now, but there is a way that you leave your information, leave your name, phone number at 469-284-9922, 469-284-9922, and I'll make sure I get my your information over to Aquita and her crew, and she'll be able to take care of you. Man, we had so much fun, and time is running out already.
I know.
Any last words or shout outs before we go?
Um, I just like shout out to everybody. I mean, at this point, I mean, thanks for taking time out of your schedule to tune into the show. Um, Thanks. Congratulations. I'm super excited. I look forward to building an awesome team here in Austin, which is another thing. I believe I'm the first person in the Austin area to present this business. So this is an untapped market. So definitely you want to get on board. I mean, everywhere else is popping except Austin. So we got to get Austin in the market and start popping and making these numbers like go up. And they be like, what's going on down there in Austin?
Yeah, you gotta help put Austin on the map for sure. That
Yeah.
is so good. Guys, we're out of time. We're out of time. You know, that's how it is when you're having fun. But thanks so much for tuning in. Aquita, you know, she's already dropped all her information. So if you still have more questions, reach out to me. I'll get her information over to you. Can't thank the guest enough for, you know, tuning in tonight.
Thank you for
And
having me. It's
you are
always a pleasure to
so
come back and talk to you.
I know you're just a doll. We just love you and just keep going. You guys keep going. I'm cheering you on. I'm cheering you
Yes,
guys on.
come on through. We're gonna have to get you into this travel business too, man.
I'm ready. Just I'll talk to you after the show.
Yes, come on through. Come on through.
We'll see you guys next time on Bring It in the House. Thanks again.